Oh yeah, I have another serious, discussion I want to have this time. It's about some of the videos I'm seeing online about some content creators pouring water on young ladies, claiming they dressed improperly. Now that brings me to a question: what is improper dressing? We know that the world is dynamic today. I've been to the UK, I've stayed in London. There are different ways people dress, and people have different cultures. I think it would be very wrong to start judging people based on your culture because people have the right to make their choices. So when you're talking about improper dressing, some organizations like the police, the military, the nursing, you know, um, and so many others have their kind of dressing. So when you dress anything contrary to that, I think that's improper dressing. But for the society at large, people can choose the way they want to dress. I don't think their dressing has anything to do with you. So stop playing this holier than thou attitude, pouring water on young girls, on young ladies, and some shallow minded men and women are busy praising you, telling you you're doing a good job. Who made you a shepherd over them? Who made you a judge over them? Now, there are so many things. It's funny because one, you've now removed the plank in your eyes and you want to remove the little dirt in other people's eyes. These young ladies you're seeing, they have their spouses. Some of them have their brothers, their parents. If their parents allow them to dress that way, who are you to start pouring water on them? You know one funny thing. Most of these guys who come up and start shouting like they've seen criminals, they pour water on them, are desiring these young ladies in their heart. But because these ladies cannot accept them, the only thing they want to do is humiliate them and claim they dress improperly. Now, let me ask you, how many times have you poured water on those guys who put on their dirty jean, sagging their dirty boxers that has not been washed for the past 2 months? We see them every day. How many of them have you poured water on as a content creator? How many times have you poured water on these men who urinate in crowded parks? You can imagine men urinating openly in the parks. There are men who urinate openly on our streets. How many times have you poured water on them? You only exhibit your funny gallantry on innocent young girls, claiming they dressed improperly. Who made you a judge over them? Now, let me ask you, their so called improper dressing, is it affecting our economy? Where were you? Why didn't you pour water on the most corrupt electoral body who rigged our presidential election in 2023? Where were you when the most corrupt judiciary affirmed the election result? Where were you when a man who never campaigned, who claimed it was his turn, simply took over the leadership? Where were you? Now you only exhibit your funny gallantry on innocent girls. You claim they dress improper. Now, let me tell you one thing. Know that we have different cultures. People have the right to make their choices. So please stop embarrassing people. You're doing it, and some shallow minded people are clapping for you, praising you. There are people you do it to, you end up in the prison. So be warned today.